boys are back. The heavy hitters are back. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy Amity.
I'm your boy Morrow.
We just got, he was over here preaching. Just read a whole sermon to us and all that type of stuff. So,
yeah, man. But we back again, man.
I can pull it up.
Man, it's been a decent week for us, man. So.
Oh, y'all wanna know how our week went? So, all right, Monday we went to Raw, right? All of us. But me and bro got there early, and we saw CM Sucks. And we texted Jason and said we saw CM Sucks, and he was like, "Yeah, right." So I was like, "Nah, Jason."
CM Punk.
I'm literally at this point maybe 3/4 away from the venue at this point.
Yeah, so if Jason was with us, when he's with us, he might have seen CM.
How did I know you guys were going there at 3:00 when doors open at like 5? How did I know that?
Well, smart people do stuff like that.
Well, no one said anything.
Technically, we got tickets a little later anyway, so.
I got my tickets like a month and a half.
We just knew we was gonna be there early because we met last time we was late, so we just said we gonna be there early. We got to see some wrestlers. Bobby pulled through.
Bro.
Boy was on Fox 32 with it. Both of us. But
we got interviewed.
You only saw me though.
Well, they saw me for like.
You saw him. He ain't say nothing, but you saw him.
They took the camera. They took the microphone from me. Right. I said something though.
But yeah, man, it was decent though. But man, just wrestling fans, going to enjoy what we like, So, but now we back to work with it. We got the WWE draft this past Friday, night 1, 4 rounds. So yeah, man, we finna talk about it and just talk about how we feel about the picks, what superstar went where. Yeah, so man, let's kick it off, man, with the number 1 draft pick, man, SmackDown.
The number 1 draft pick for SmackDown was 3/5 of the Bloodline. You had Paul Heyman, you had the Enforcer, Solo Sikoa, and the undisputed Universal Champion on his 973rd day as champion, the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
They've been making it like, they've been playing around with it, like saying, oh, how come Solo got drafted with Roman, but the Usos didn't? Obviously, they eligible Monday to get drafted on night 2. But it was just funny though. People was like, the Bloodline might be breaking up soon. Like, it's just hints at it. Because
the Usos might get drafted wrong. It might be the punishment for not winning the titles.
Never know. That's probably why they had to wait. Because normally the whole Bloodline would get drafted together, right?
Yeah.
Something brewing with the Bloodline, man.
Yeah,
but it was obvious. Roman was going to be the number 1. It was obvious. SmackDown somehow got the first pick, even though Raw is the flagship. SmackDown began the first
why?
pick, though.
You know why? Fox is paying them a lot of bread.
Well, Fox had come out and they said they wanted to keep Roman. That's the deal. They wanted Roman.
Yeah, so that was obviously inevitable. He was going to be the first pick. I mean, he's been running WWE for the past 3 years, so yeah, man. I like it.
Forever reign.
I like the pick, man, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Stop. You see how somehow he end up bringing my mans up every single time on the channel? I don't even do it.
I said the forever reign.
Exactly.
Did I say? I didn't say I hated Austin Theory.
The United States champion is the forever reign.
I didn't say I didn't like him.
Who said that?
He didn't like you.
That was him.
Somebody on here said something disrespectful about my man.
What did I say about him?
But somehow he always get brought up though.
His
references always get brought up.
I don't advocate for Theory.
Yeah.
So it had to be him.
Right, you don't advocate for him. So
why would I say something about him?
No. What I was saying was,
you don't like him, right?
Somehow, even though
I respect him, I just don't like him.
Yeah, no, I knew he said he don't like Theory. I was basically pointing out the fact that you brought him up, even though he had nothing to do with this discussion. That's
was he even drafted in that?
Not yet. He eligible Monday.
Oh yeah, the main mid-card champion got drafted.
Talking about the main mid-card champion.
Well, we'll let you speak.
We'll let
you speak on him when we get to it.
Hey, no, I ain't gonna lie. I would say Gunther only got my mans is just in the ring. But everything else, I'm taking Theory.
Theory beat more better people.
And he beat more legends too, for sure.
Okay, all right.
He beat Johnson, but we ain't gonna make this. See, we ain't gonna make this video about him,
No, bro.
But nonetheless,
Let's go.
Roman was the first pick, man.
Now for the number one pick of Monday Night Raw. It was that man, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The loser at WrestleMania was the second pick.
I think they did him bogus with his theme music because the crowd was about to go, whoa,
And
then they cut it, and it was like, I felt bad. Even Triple H was looking like, yeah, they cut it a little too early.
It's cool, but I mean, that's another one that we knew was gonna be a top pick. It's funny how they split him and Roman though off the same show.
But keep in mind, there is a wrestling streamer that I keep up with where he did give the idea if they keep the cross-branded shows like they normally do, they still might clash at SummerSlam. You never know. It could happen.
I mean, they didn't say nothing about brand exclusive pay-per-views, did they?
No, but if they're going back to the brand split, they might do brand-specific pay-per-views, except for a couple.
Except for the big four.
Well, no,
Night
and
SummerSlam.
no, Night of Champions will be across because every title's on the line.
Oh, bro, but man, like I remember they used to have like Backlash with SmackDown exclusive. Raw had Great Balls of Fire, you know, like it was different.
Great Balls of Disaster.
It was different pay-per-views, but yeah, man, Cody was the first pick for Raw, man. Second overall pick.
I know this is off topic, but you gotta admit that first SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view Backlash 2016, that one was good.
Yeah, Becky was the first SmackDown Women's Champion. That was the night where AJ cemented his legacy, man. You know, became WWE Champion.
And then that man who had kids won
He's
SmackDown
freaking
titles.
Slater, man. Even Rhino was terrible together though. It was fun to watch.
You know
because it was funny, but yeah,
you know they're still teaming together, right?
TNA.
Yeah, they're teaming in TNA.
Bro,
Where he goes by Heath, just Heath.
Nonetheless, man. Cody going to Raw was obvious. Top babyface on Raw. Yeah, it was a great pick, man. You know, the Red Man got Cody Rhodes. Like, you know, there's no better superstar to have on your show than American Nightmare. So yeah, I like that pick too, man.
Alright, then the number 2 pick for SmackDown. A little bit of a curveball because she is a current Raw Women's Champion. Bianca Belair was the second draft pick to SmackDown.
It's crazy.
Which means what happens to the title?
They're going to switch titles.
Obviously, we know they're going to switch. Her and Rhea going to switch titles, but it's crazy because she closing in on the longest reign for the Raw Women's title, and now she got to swap titles with Rhea Ripley. That's going to interfere with her with the title reign.
You think so?
As the Raw Women's Champion, yeah.
You can't just say women's. You can't just include it as a women's title reign.
Well then wait.
It's the longest reign.
Well then wait. Here's the thing. Doesn't that mess up the Backlash match?
What between
Rhea and Selena? They're slated to face each other
yeah,
next.
they still
this upcoming Saturday.
they still facing each other.
But the draft would have already happened Monday.
They still facing each other.
They probably just gonna switch titles. Rhea might defend the Raw Women's title. I don't know. They still having a match for sure. Maybe they said the draft going to affect after Backlash, so maybe they switch titles after Backlash, like you know. But yeah, Bianca going back home, man, back to the Bluebird. She was a SmackDown Women's Champion over there for a minute. So yeah.
And then staying on the topic of women's wrestlers, the number 2 pick for the Raw brand, Becky Lynch.
Man, staying on Monday nights. She got a little feud coming up with Trish, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this feud play out.
Man, I think it'll be slight for her.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Charlotte already destroyed Trish at SummerSlam a couple of years ago. So now Becky just trying to, you know, be like Charlotte and do what she do and try to beat Trish.
Okay, it's just, you know, she's a bigger star though.
I mean, that don't really mean nothing to me because I mean it don't. I mean the Queen is proof, you know.
Queen,
legendary.
I had a suspicion Becky was gonna stay on Raw.
Yeah, I mean,
like it's just one of those like you kind of know where some superstars go and you don't with others, but Becky was I knew going to be a mainstay on Raw. That was to be expected.
Yeah, she got to build her steam back up, man. When
They're going back to SmackDown, third pick and kind of the obvious one. We got the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Now I'm just gonna say this because we all know we all know we all know WWE superstars are dating other WWE superstars. So I think behind the scenes they were trying to keep the couples together, not separate, because
that's what they always do.
They make it more difficult.
I'm just
so the
sick,
Street Profits,
I'm sick of the Street Profits.
Hashtag fire the Street Profits.
Like, no. I'm just saying them as a
Yeah.
tag team. Like, it's over with. They not winning the tag titles again. It's not looking like.
It's been 4 years.
Why are they still
Break them up.
Yeah, obviously
No,
they want to push Montez forward as a solo star.
All right, man. Push him and then send dogs to main
No,
event.
dog's decent, bro. Stop doing that.
You doing dogs dirty?
I'm playing, bro.
But all right, you know what? Since you talked about, as you put it, the main mid card champion, how about you tell us Raw's third pick?
The ring. General. Conta.
And
Imperium.
all of Imperium goes to Raw as Raw's third draft pick.
I mean, they don't do that.
I feel like Gunther has had some of the most like easy. Like the people he's wrestled on SmackDown hasn't been that credible. Besides, like he beat Ray, I think.
Braun.
Yeah, but he ain't done nothing for real.
Come on, that's a former Universal Champion, bro.
Like I think Ray probably the only real person he beat.
Bro.
He beat Sheamus.
Andrew.
He beat, but now he on Monday nights. I'm talking about he over there with Seth Rollins. He on Monday Night Raw with real superstars, bro.
I did.
It's gonna be harder for him to do what he did on SmackDown on Raw.
I was hoping that he would run into a certain man over there, but that man is going to the other brand. Y'all gonna bring him up eventually.
I think you want to see him fight everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I'm a big Gunther fan.
So yeah, man, the ring general going to Monday Night Raw.
The ring
The
general.
ring general.
The ring general.
The ring general, man.
Say it right, bro.
That's how you say it. I'm not from over there. I don't talk like that. I say the ring general.
Now, this next pick for SmackDown heavily makes sense. The fourth pick for SmackDown was the Rated R Superstar Edge.
Sick of his old ass.
Now, for anyone who keeps up with wrestling as long as we have, we all know, and you guys all know, Edge was a mainstay on SmackDown.
Back home,
At the start of his career, midway through his career, towards the tail end of his career,
Yeah.
it just made sense.
That's cute.
The man going home to the blue brand. Are you ready for
I'm
it?
actually, because we've seen Edge on Raw for a whole year just feuding with the Judgment. Now it's fresh. We get to see him back on the blue brand.
Oh, Gunther just
You know,
he don't run that.
We get to see the different opponents Edge could go at it with on SmackDown, you know. So, you know, this Edge last run, we got to enjoy it while we can, man.
I was very upset I didn't see him at Raw. That was one of the people I was highly wanting to see when we were there, but he was at a damn hockey game. He was there with Christian. They were watching the Maple Leafs and the
Brody
Bulls.
Lee's son was there too with him. They took Brody Lee's son out there.
Yeah, they was out at a hockey game.
Where? In what city?
Toronto. The
Tampa.
Maple Leafs. Tampa.
I thought they were in Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
Game was in Tampa.
Like, bro, you got stuff still. You had a
But who was playing? The Maple Leafs, right?
Yeah, they're playing Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
For those who keep up with hockey real quick, they're in their playoff season currently for the Cup. So
Edge and them was out there, man. Him and Christian.
Edge and Christian are both devoted Maple Leafs fans, so of course they're going to be there.
Yes,
I don't see the Maple Leafs getting past the first round, but that's just me.
Bro,
It's tough.
They never do. I keep up with it. They never do.
I don't watch it, man. But yeah, the Rated R Superstar going to SmackDown with it.
Raw's fourth pick, bro, Matt Riddle.
That boy going to Monday Night. Hey, Riddle. I ain't gonna lie. Jokes aside, with Riddle, we know we make fun of him with the highness and
The cocaine.
420.
Yeah, I know.
I've never smoked. Just
They say they don't touch the weed no more.
They
That's
literally had a shirt there that said 420 bro.
Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. Remember you used to say it.
But Riddle and himself. Riddle to me is a future world champion.
I never
He got it written all over him. He got the in-ring ability. He decent on the mic. He can talk. He got it.
He get old. He
got what you need. He got the physicality and all. He can put on a great match with anybody. Riddle going to Raw.
One thing I would like to see him do is kind of get more serious. I mean, don't get me wrong. his gimmick, I get it works because you're a baby face. But whenever he turns heel, I want him to be serious.
Oh yeah, and if he ever do turn heel, he gonna be serious. I look at
get rid of the Scooter
topic.
one.
I look at Braun Breaker right now. Remember how he was just flat out happy to be here. You Rick Steiner's son, you Scott Steiner nephew. You not happy to be here. You born to be here.
Well, then the other thing too is the one thing is you can see with the attire change how he went from having that nice colorful joint now it's just solid black.
Yeah, so he destroying, like he doing what he's supposed to do as a monster heel. He destroying people. That's what I want to see from Riddle because he got the ability. I just want to see him come out and just beat people up. Like, he's legit.
Yeah, we know he a real wrestler. He can do a lot of stuff.
So we gonna see what he can do as a bad guy one day when they do it.
Yeah, man,
I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. You know what? I'm the guy.
Hopefully
that's
he's
what Riddle
destroying people.
The guy. He gonna steal Roman line. I'm the guy.
Roman said that in like forever. Bro said that Roman never existed.
Damn.
That Roman had to exist in order for us to get this one. You gotta go through the tribulations in order to get to the success story, right?
I mean, generics here don't,
Everybody had to go through it, But yeah, man, who we got next, man?
Well, actually, this next one I'm gonna let Bro do because I think this is the guy he said he thinks will dethrone the Now.
Who was that?
You was playing as him earlier against Brock.
I don't remember.
Mike.
Oh, Bobby Lashley.
You going to Friday Night SmackDown? Me personally, I got Bronson. We gonna do predictions for. Actually, because that's this week. I think next Saturday.
Yeah,
that's the 6th. So
we actually got to do that video. So yeah, we gonna do Backlash predictions, and I'm gonna speak on Theory in the title reign. But yeah, man, I like Bobby Lashley. It's fresh. I think he's been on Raw.
He's been on Raw since day one.
So now he on the blueprint. I've never seen him on SmackDown. So now we get to see Bobby on SmackDown.
Bro, it's crazy. 5 years just flew by. He came back in 2018. It's been 5 years. He hasn't aged a day.
I think he gonna be perfect fit for the blue brand, man.
Now there is something I don't know how long Roman's gonna be champion. There is a feud I wanted to see with this new Bobby Lashley and this new Roman Reigns compared to 2018 because who cared about that feud? But this could be a real good feud. I want to see what happens if they do it. Big beefy man slapping meat.
All right. Our next pick for Raw, Drew McIntyre.
Scottish Warrior going back to Mondays. He was WWE champion twice. He carried it, man. 2020, he carried Monday nights.
He might win something over here.
Back home, he back where he had his success at. He really didn't do much on SmackDown. But he get to go back to Raw and make a fresh start, man.
And keep an eye with that notable triple threat match he had against Sheamus and Gunther.
I mean, we know his work rate is insane.
Yeah, Drew definitely I feel like he's gonna be back on top. He definitely gonna be one of the front runners for the World Heavyweight Championship. So yeah, be on the lookout.
All right, our next pick for SmackDown. It's a faction. We got the phenomenal AJ Styles. We got Luke Gallows. We got Carl Anderson. And we got Mia Yim. Michin.
The OC. This is, bro, I was watching SmackDown. I'm like, his return just came out of nowhere.
I'm not going to lie. I was trying to do that, trying to get the whole thing.
It wasn't no leak to him coming back.
It was just, he got drafted and then he came out right after. That's the perfect way. You don't gotta overly spoil it. Just let him come back. I think it was a great way to return back to WWE.
I do like
randomly,
The theme music goes hard though. You know when they come out.
It actually grew on me for a minute. It was terrible in the beginning when they first changed their music, but now it's hard. So
because they had that one. Well, at least Gallows and Anderson had a cold one together.
Oh yeah, Omen in the Sky. Yeah. We are the omen in the sky. That was hard too.
Well, no, the thing with Styles is he said with his music, he's like, look, granted, yeah, I'm from the South, but I don't want country music type
Kings
stuff.
of the South. He's never had nothing.
He's like, I'm a big fan of rap, and I'm from down south. If you guys can do something to gel the two together, and I think
it most definitely sound like Southern rap.
Crazy.
He literally said he after him coming out to his music film, he's like, I couldn't see myself coming out to anything else. It's like that made perfect sense.
I think this is perfect for AJ. He get back where he belonged. He back in the house that he built. SmackDown. The brand that he took over when he was WWE champion. So
plus it gives a fresh scene, because if all the bloodline gets put over, then we might see an OC versus bloodline thing going forward.
Yeah, but I really don't want to see that though. I really want to see Roman versus AJ one-on-one. I don't want to see
who cares?
Nobody involved with this, because the last time I seen them two was 2016. That was when AJ first came in. Roman was just going crazy. But this Roman Reigns, he been beating everybody. He never beat AJ yet in this form.
The second best AJ in the world might do his thing though, you know. So
the second best in the world. What?
Yeah, the second best AJ in the world.
Who?
AJ Styles.
Who the first best AJ in the world?
Yo, man, bro. Like, what type of question is that?
You ain't phenomenal.
I'm the Don.
Man, you gotta be phenomenal to be the best AJ in the world, man.
Go ahead. The second best AJ is cool.
Now this one I'm gonna say to me is pretty much the most predictable pick I saw in the entire draft coming. The Miz gets drafted to Raw. Now, like I said, I expected it. He's a mainstay on Raw.
Don't care.
As much as I don't care about him.
What? For what?
He ain't gonna do nothing, gang.
He ain't gonna do anything productive. What has he done that's been productive?
This is the first time I think I can agree with Jason.
That's the Miz, bro.
I mean, the Miz is great.
This man went from having an Intercontinental title feud with Dolph years ago to what does he do now? Just antagonize every feud on the main roster?
He do just put people over though. Like he let people beat him down. Like Miz a vet. Like,
I mean, he was the WWE champion a couple years ago for like 8 days.
First
that was cool.
ballot. Like I feel like Miz gotta get a little more respect shown.
I respect Miz.
Bro, you just said I don't even care about him. Like
they haven't done nothing to make me care. Bro. Like you gotta. What have you done for me lately?
That's the Miz, bro. 2-time Grand Slam champion. You gotta look at the past too, though.
I mean,
I get it. One with what have you done for me lately, but no disrespect is crazy.
I didn't mean to disrespect him. They don't always give Miz his flowers.
No.
Come on, bro.
You literally just said I don't care about. That's Miz. I could see if you said that about Ali or something. I rock with Ali. We just saw Ali out. Alright, I'm good, man. But yeah, Miz going to Monday nights just to come out, have Miz TV every once in a while and just get beat up on his own show. That's what Miz do nowadays for us.
Cute.
Now SmackDown, rolling with the factions. We got a female group. We got Damage Control. We got Bailey.
The power. We got the rage. Control the stage.
We got Bailey. We got Io Sky. And we got Dakota Kai.
Io Sky, the number one contender for the Raw Women's title at Backlash. Me personally, I feel like they should have drafted Bailey to Raw and then let them two go to SmackDown to just split up the team.
Yeah.
Because Bailey obviously hasn't proven that she could be a real leader for a faction. Because they was the tag team champions twice and she lost the Raw Women's title match twice to Bianca. The leader lose twice. The lackeys are the tag team champions 2 times. Clearly it's not working. I say break them up. I say give Bailey a fresh start. I say bring Bailey, take her off TV for a few months, bring her back face.
That's what I was going to say. She been healed for like 4 years now.
Way too long. I say bring her back face.
Even when she came back from injury, she still came back as a heel.
At SummerSlam. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just when she was face for so long, it was like, okay, we want to see she turn heel, not turn back face. You don't got to drag it out for years and years. Like Sami Zayn was heel for so long.
I didn't get that.
But when he got with the Bloodline story, he turned himself over and got over. Bailey just ain't really, people really not even booing her either. It's like she's not even really getting over for real.
Bro, it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's a Bailey match, whatever.
That's crazy because she one of the best, man.
My bad, bro.
You're good.
But yeah, man, Damage Control. Maybe she can do something on SmackDown. But Bianca right back over there with us. This is an ape story.
Well, no. Here's the other problem you're gonna run into. Whoever wins the Raw title match, whether it's Bianca retains or Io wins, it still puts that, okay, you're both on SmackDown, so the titles are still going to get switched.
Yeah.
So
No matter what.
Now, for Raw, we got Shinsuke Nakamura.
I like Nakamura, but again, bro, here's the thing. There's like they don't give you a reason to care
give
about
not credit, you know. He been gone for a minute. He just came back 2 weeks ago. So we got to see what he do going forward. Maybe Raw was a good move for him to get back to title contention, you know. Maybe he could fight and be in the mix for the new World Heavyweight title. That bring opportunity. So that could be good for Shinsuke. I mean, he got to go through Karrion Kross first before he go to Raw. But, I mean, yeah. Karrion Kross destroyed him on SmackDown this past week.
Well, going back to SmackDown in here, I'll let you do this one because you know what? We're getting some new faces on SmackDown.
I think I know who this is. So, I actually, for the casual fans, the people who just watch Raw and SmackDown, not NXT, we got the NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, drafted to SmackDown. So they was the first in the NXT batch that got drafted.
I'm gonna let you speak on these because I'm sorry, y'all. I don't keep up with NXT like
I mean,
that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I don't keep up with NXT or AEW. So
yeah, from what I know about Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Obviously, Alba Fire used to be Kaylee Ray, so she used to be in NXT UK. I think she was the champion down there. Came to NXT, obviously. Isla Dawn, I don't know too much about her. She was down there in the UK too. All I know is she got a sinister, like the devilish type character, you know. But I mean, maybe they'll add to the tag team division for sure in the women's division because it ain't that many teams, so that's good to bring them up. They are real tag team.
Guess what? I'm letting you run it back because Raw's next pick.
Oh yeah, the NXT Women's Champion Indy Hartwell. We got Indy Wrestling going to Monday Night Raw.
What are they gonna do? End up vacating their titles or something?
That's crazy. They literally drafted all the champions. Indy Hartwell just won the title, except for Carmelo. But
does that happen on Monday?
Never know.
They might have to redo everything.
I don't know. Me personally, I feel like Indy been grinding for years down there, but it's like she finally won the title. Now she get drafted to Raw. Like, what's the purpose?
I wanted to go back real quick to the tag thing, and this is just me hoping this for Monday. I really don't. Here are two NXT women superstars I do keep up with.
Yeah.
I want to see Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
It's crazy because they finna win the tag titles this week. They challenged Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to a tag team title match. Literally right after they get drafted, they gotta defend the titles.
That mean they
most likely they're gonna drop the titles back to Katana and Kaden Carter. So yeah. But what if they retain? They take the tag team titles, the NXT joints to SmackDown. That'd be crazy.
And going back to SmackDown.
Now back to the main roster wrestlers.
Yeah, back to main roster. Then I think 2 more picks later it goes back to NXT. So as a quick update, we got about 2 more for SmackDown. I think we got 3 or 4 for Raw. I guess Raw got more picks out of it than
yeah, because they got an extra hour.
So we got another faction. We got Hit Row.
I know. Oh my God. Nah, they haven't even been on TV. They haven't been on TV for months. I think since Top Dollar went over the top rope, they ain't been on TV.
Yeah.
Damn.
You know what's crazy, bro? When we saw that live, bro, that was just wild.
That was nuts. I'm looking up though, like, did he really just cause I've never seen him jump the top rope ever in his career, bro. So when I see, I'm gonna ignore the fact that you said when we seen it live. Because
we did seen it live.
I get it, but come on, bro. Nonetheless,
You see, I'm not even gonna get mad about that anymore. I went to Raw, so I'm good.
I try to go over. It's at this point. It's over.
No, it's fine. I went to a Raw,
It's
so I'm
old
good.
now, bro. It's old now, bro. Come on, bro.
I went
It's
to
old.
Raw.
But we did see it when I seen that
But
live. I'm like,
nonetheless, Top Dollar, since he did that, he haven't been seen.
this been the way for real since then.
Yeah, I think they came out and had a little. I don't know. They be rap. I don't know what they do.
Here's what we're gonna do then, just to make it easier. We're gonna round out SmackDown's last pick, then go straight to Raw.
Yeah.
SmackDown's last pick was Lacey Evans.
That's another one that they don't know how to book either. She come back with the video package just like she baby
The new
face,
theme and everything.
telling us her story, but then she come out and then the fans booing her because they don't care about her. Now she healed again. Now she's still been gone off TV. It's like, what do they want to do with Lacey? Did they make a mistake with Lacey Evans in the beginning? By trying to push her to the title so fast?
What went wrong with Lacey Evans?
See? Now you on pace.
So you weren't rocking with them at first. Now you rocking.
So I lied. Turns out there's 9 more for Raw. So
Extra hour.
We'll just run through them quick.
all right, so we'll run through the main roster guys.
Not though, but some of those is the ones that they announced like off after the show too, though, right?
No, these I think are the straight NXT ones. Or not NXT, the Raw ones. Ooh, may I spoiled something. So we're gonna go with the Raw ones or the main roster ones that were already there first. We got Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, and Sonya Deville. We got Natalya, the Viking Raiders, and the Maximum Male Models. The NXT call-ups were Apollo Crews, even though he was already a main roster superstar previously. Dexter Lumis was already main roster. JD McDonough and
like
Zoe Stark.
Now, I'm going to speak on JD McDonough for the people who don't know who JD McDonough is. That's one of Finn Balor pupils who he trained back over there in Ireland, you know. Real wrestler, I'm talking about vicious. You like wrestling, go watch JD McDonough.
Do we see JD McDonough as the newest member of the Judgment Day?
That's what my mans were just saying too. It's possible.
Does he join the LWO?
No. Why would he join them? He gonna be heel coming up, man. He not joining them.
Yeah, I said he could join the group, so I just
Zoe Stark.
I was about to say
another one that I like a lot. Proving in NXT that she's a real wrestler on the female side. She athletic. She can do it all in the ring. She get high praise from a lot of the top superstars. All of them, Charlotte gave her high praise. A lot of the male superstars said she got it. So we're going to see what Zoe Stark can do. You know, she didn't win the NXT championship. But
neither did Alexa Bliss. Look how that turned out.
Yeah, you could still, have that success on the main roster. Mostly if you don't win no NXT women's title, you still have success on the main roster. I like Zoe and JD coming up. Apollo Crews, he literally didn't do nothing. He went back to NXT just to put over Braun Breaker. That's it.
So with that, we have announced all the picks of rounds 1 through 4 on SmackDown, as well as, turns out I was wrong, this was also all the superstars announced as well on the SmackDown lowdown.
Yeah, I know they didn't announce like all of them extra ones on Raw, on SmackDown. So we got night 2 coming up this Monday. We gonna check it out, man. Yeah, Do
we see more big names and big faces getting switched to brands we haven't seen them before? Do we see more NXT call-ups coming down the line?
The Swift 2 get drafted sometime soon.
But yeah, man, that's the WWE draft, man. Make sure I hit that like button if y'all rock with the videos, man. We got more coming. Road to 300 subs, man. August 5th, that's the goal.
Going for 300 by SummerSlam is our goal.
That's that time, man. We coming.
Hit that sub button, hit that like
button.
Man,
y'all been showing love. But yeah, until the next video, man, I'm your boy, Morrow.
I'm your boy, Emily.
Money making jam, y'all.